Hello, I'm Naveen Kumar from Amlorpam Higher Secondary School. This is the stall representing the Satish Dhawan Space Center, and some ISRO engineers and technicians from ISRO have come with their rocket models and satellite models. And this is the satellite launch vehicle, the first satellite launch vehicle of ISRO, from which the first satellites of India has been launched. And then step by step they developed augmented satellite launch vehicle PSLV, GSLV, and presently the highlight is GSLV Mark III, from which the Chandrayaan 2 has been launched recently, and also many future plans are also been planned, and the first Indian is going to space in this launch vehicle. And also ISRO had made many interplanetary missions, and this is one of the mission called Mars Orbiter mission to explore the Mars, and also Chandrayaan 1, which has been launched in 2008 to explore the moon, and this is the first interplanetary mission of ISRO. And then these are the satellites explaining the missions of ISRO, and there are also the first satellite of ISRO is Aryabhatta, and starting the recent satellites are also being shown. Okay, thank you.
Romans, countrymen, and lovers, hear me for my cause, and be silent that you may hear. Believe for mine honor, and have respect for mine honor, that you may believe. Censure me in your wisdom, and awake your senses. You may be the better judge. If there be any in this assembly, the dear friend of Caesar, for him I say that Brutus' love to Caesar was no less than his. If then that friend demanded why Brutus rose against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I loved Caesar less, but I loved Rome more. Had you rather Caesar were living and die all slaves than that Caesar were dead and live all free man? As Caesar loved me, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, I rejoice at it. As he was valiant, I honor him. But he was ambitious, I slay him. There is tear for his love, joy for his fortune, honor for his valor, and death for his ambition. Who is here so base? That would be a bondman. If any speak, for him have I offended. Who is here so rude? That would not be a Roman. If any speak, for him have I offended. Who is here so vile? That will not love his country. If any speak, for him have I offended. I pass for a reply.
And Brutus none.
Then none have I offended. I have done no more to Caesar than you shall do to Brutus. Here comes the body of Caesar, mourned by Mark Antony, though he had no hand in his death, shall receive the benefit of dying, a place in the commonwealth, as which of you shall not. With this I depart, as I slew my best lover for the good of Rome, when shall please my country to need my death.
Friends, Romans, and countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, and not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is soft interred with thy bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus has told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault. And grievously had Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man. So are they all honorable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransom the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal. I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? Oh judgment, though heart fled to brutish beast, and men have lost their reason, bear with me. My heart is in the coffin thou with Caesar, and I must pass till it come back to me. If you have tears, prepare to set them now. You all do know this mantle. I remember the first time ever Caesar put it on. It was on a summer's evening in his tent. That day he overcame the navy. Look in this place, ran Cassius' dagger through. See what a rend the envious Casca made. Through this the well-beloved Brutus stabbed. This was the most unkindest cut of all, for when the noble Caesar saw him stab. Oh, what a fall was there, my countrymen. I am no orator as Brutus is, but as you know me all, a plain blunt man. For I have neither wit, nor worth, action, nor utterance, nor the power of speech. To stir men's blood, I only speak right on. I tell you that which you yourself do know. In every wound of Caesar, that should move the stones of Rome to rise and mutiny. Thank you.